Hello, and welcome back to another video from Resin2detail. My name is Brian, and I'm going to show you a few products that Resin2detail released just recently, or re-released actually. Some of you might remember the M1 Weaver. The M1 Weaver, pictured in front of you now, is a World War II bomb lift or bomb jack, hydraulically operated and pulled by hand under a hard stand, and it would pick the bomb up and lift it into the bomb bay of an aircraft. This is a product I'm very excited to release. This is a new and improved version of Resin2detail's 32015, which was a traditional resin cast version. This is fully 3D printed. I call it a kit, but it's really two pieces. You have the main piece, which has the three wheels, the handle, and the just everything that you see, that one big piece, essentially the body. And then you got the little shelf, and that's the only other piece. And so basically you've got all that detail in there, all the actuating cylinders, the little hinges, the lift mechanisms, the pump lever, the pump pedal here, and then you've got the three realistic wheels. I've added a wash to it so you could kind of hopefully see some of the detail coming out in the wheels. Also detail coming out back there with the axle, and everything that would be, we made it very, very simple for the modeler to add some interesting points, focal points to their diorama, and with very little effort needed. Perhaps a coat of primer and a coat of olive drab paint, and just glue that little top on, and I'll kind of demonstrate how it looks with the, I call it a shelf. I'm not sure what the official name for this platform is. I'll call it platform, I guess. And it kind of, you just put a couple of drops of glue right. See if I could do this without breaking it with one hand here. Basically put it kind of like right like that. But you get what I'm trying to do here. I don't have any glue on it right now, but you just kind of perch it on the four little points for the lift mechanism, like that, and you could see how it is in a lifted position, which is, I think, a more dramatic position. And then you've got the handlebar, which is actually in a down position, as if it were resting, not being pulled. So you can kind of have it so, the crew member standing near it or whatever, and you got the bomb lift here next to a plane. I think it would look really cool. And it retails on our website for under $25. And it's also available on eBay. Our website is RESIN2detail.com. It's a new website, real easy to find. Suggest you check it out, sign up for updates. Most of the products that I can re-release in a 3D printed format, I'm going to. This is one of them, and it's actually an improvement. It's not only a re-release, it's a better version of the bomb lift that we had available. So I'm very excited for this one. Now, kind of going hand in hand with this particular piece here are these hard stands that I mentioned. These are hard stands that you would have maybe a 1,000-pound bomb or a 500-pound bomb on it. And so this lift would come under it, and it would pick it up. And see if I could do it without, kind of the platform came off. I'm trying to do this without having it glued on. I wanted to show you how this platform went on, but so essentially this this hard stand kind of fits over the top of that, right? And it lifts the entire bomb on this stable platform under a plane. This is also a piece that is really hard to make by hand with resin or cast traditionally. Has the I-beam detail. It's not fully like a two-dimensional, it would be very hard to do in photo etch as well because of all the bending you would have to do. The really only suitable way, I think, is to do it in a 3D printed format like this. These are also retailing on Resin2detail.com for $9.99 a piece, or on eBay. they're really neat. I think adding a couple of those to your B17 or B24 diorama would be really cool. That's why I designed them. I thought it was a neat idea. So this one is in like a aqua green resin. It's probably going to be in a gray resin when you get it, similar to the bomb card itself. But once you paint it, the resin color itself doesn't really matter. Now, I will say this is what it will look like with the supports on it. When you 3D print, you need to add supports. They're very easy to remove. It takes me about 5 minutes. When I did a dry run, used a sharp hobby knife. Down at the bottom, you might want to use a razor saw just to avoid the shear stresses that could crack the pieces. 3D resin tends to be a little bit more brittle than traditional resin. Just the mechanical properties of 3D printed resin are very good with low shrinkage, but you do have issues with, if you rush it, you may end up cracking it. But I find the trade-off to be, I like the trade-off for the detail, and if you take the amount of time it would count up the amount of minutes it would take you to assemble one of these out of resin, remove it from the resin casting block, glue it together, sand it, all that, you're going to be spending a lot more time doing that than you would by just taking these supports off, which is why we do it this way. So these are all 32nd scale and available on RESIN2detail.com right now. We also have a combo package where you can buy a Weaver bomb lift and a hard stand together for a discounted price if you wanted to add both at the same time. I will try to lift this up without breaking it here so you can kind of see, because I can't get it fully on that turntable. You could see kind of here what to expect with the, the detail and everything on this cart. I think it's really cool. That cart also does come with supports on it, just like the hard stand, and I will show you what to expect with that. This is kind of it ready to ship. I'll take it out of the baggie so you can get a better look. But this is basically the same deal. This one took me about 10 minutes to remove from the supports, and it's a pretty straightforward affair. Just take your time, use a sharp blade, and make sure that you don't overstress any of the parts. If you do break a piece, it's not the end of the world. You could put a drop of super glue and it bonds real quick. So I wouldn't stress out about that, especially if you're new to it. It's nothing that can't be fixed, but I did not encounter any problems when I just took my time and just clipped off the little supports one by one with a little rocking action of a sharp X-Acto knife blade or a razor saw. Okay, and here's kind of what it looks like from the top. So most of your supports are going to be here on the bottom. So that is that. Next, we've got the 48 scale version of what we just showed you there. Same exact thing, just a lot smaller. 67% smaller. So there you go. Same deal. Again, it's going to require some patience to remove it. Probably somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. After you get good at doing this. Might take you a little longer in the beginning, but I think the detail is just phenomenal, and you're gonna really, people are gonna look at it and be like, wow. Especially if you have it next to a monogram B17 or an HK B17 and 48 scale, or a B25 Mitchell or whatever. I think it's gonna really turn some heads. So that one is not available yet. I haven't listed it on the site, but I would expect over the next couple of days I'm going to be listing this one as well for sale. Probably in the neighborhood of $15-ish. So keep your eyes out, sign up for our mailing list, and you can get updated on all that stuff. So there you have it. Some interesting diorama releases from Resin2detail right around the holidays. We also have they call it a Mark II bomb cart trolley, 4 wheels and a space to hold a 1,000-pound bomb. We are in the process of getting that one ready for release. I would expect that one probably sometime over the next couple of weeks. That one's also going to be available, and one of them is going to actually have a bomb attached to the cart already for you to model. One's going to be empty, and another one I'm planning to make as a fuel pump, or kind of like one of those makeshift field operated, either oil drum or gas drum kind of cart, or a generator cart or something. I haven't decided. But that is basically it. Thank you for watching. And comment below, tell me what you like, what you don't like, if there are any other products that you want to see that, that maybe I can get in the product lineup sometime next year. Happy holidays, and thank you for watching.